All right, great piece. This is a box score from yesterday when the United States of America played Japan. I believe this is U17. The people here who played for Japan and USA, they aren't that old. So most of them was born in like '07, '08. Um, yeah, I want to go over some efficiency scores, efficiency percentages. It says right here, Haley Swain. She has a -2 efficiency due to 5 turnovers. She played 24 minutes. Um, she has a positive and negative rating of 31. All right, so she's a player that you definitely need out on the court. So I want to go ahead and look at to see what position she plays, um, and how effective she's been thus far. All right, so it's not much information on her. She got photos. All right. So I remember like USA basketball used to be a lot of fun, like growing up, because we got to see Carlos Boozer, Stephon Marbury, Sean Marion. We got to see them play. Amari Stoudemire, most definitely. Um, it was a lot of fun, like J Kid. So like now, it's more interactive. Like everyone gets to play basketball now because you get to see like who's really out there, and you get to look at box scores and stuff. We couldn't look at box scores growing up. We just knew that these were good players and they were on the court. All right, so far she's been pretty effective. So you can see yesterday she was kind of fatigued. So she may have had a misscrambling with the basketball or something. But she was pretty good against what's this, Croatia? I'm not sure who this is. Yep, Croatia. So she was pretty good against them. All right. All right. So let's see what else. This is a player right here that I'm interested in seeing how she develops. Um, okay, she's ranking 44th in scoring and rebounding, assists. So she has a lot of potential and upside. I'm very interested to see how she develops. All right. Yeah, that's not much to look after as far as the box scores. Um, so this is yeah, U17. So these players are still developing. Um, I'm interested to see how they do in college. I want to see what kind of anticipation follows them because the game is coming together. Like you can see right here, like all of these players, they're all going to be playing on the same court one day. So you want to definitely see how what kind of attitude they bring to the game and how did they develop. So I'm interested in seeing. So you got right here Canada, um, USA, and I want to see how Drew Holiday does in the USA games. Drew Holiday, he is a good point guard. So I'm definitely interested in seeing how he develops. We could look at some highlights right here.
Starting your own membership can feel like a big step. And to tap into the predictable revenue that memberships give you,
Strong Japanese defense. Shot clock into single digits for USA. Beautiful kiss off the glass.
So you can tell already she is going to be pretty good right here. She has a crossover dribble. She know how to get her defender off balance. So I'm very interested in seeing how she develops and how she does in the WNBA if she choose to goes that direction.
Number 11, Lainey Grant with the block that is from the back of the ring. Transition look here for Japan on the reverse. Very nicely done.
I love small, stout point guards like Luna out there in Eastern Wyoming College. She's kind of remind me of her right here. She has a good push with the ball. She can deliver the ball into her teammates' hands behind half court. So, like, I love point guards like who pass first.
Transition look here for Japan on the reverse. Very nicely done. Number 7. Japan looking like they're trying to double team in the post. Robinson this time from the 3-point line. With pace, the USA come down to reply but can't get it. Ball falls in the hands of Robinson and she gets the putback.
So you can see she is very big right here. She's going to get a lot of buckets in the college down low. So we definitely have to look out and see her progression.
Falls in the hands of Robinson and she gets the putback. Using up as much clock as possible, getting their offense set. 3-point attempt. That's long. And it looks like we've got more of McKenna's family watching in the chat. That was a loaded team. Caitlin Clark, Paige Beckers, Haley Van Lith. As Robinson goes back-to-back threes.
All right, so she was just down low. Now she's up top shooting threes. She's a forward. So if she can develop her outside game, she can play small forward as well.
This time from the top of the key. Timeout. Oh, almost a turnover. Lovely post move and finish inside Addison Bjorn. 4 seconds here on the shot clock. Top of the key and the 2-point attempt is good. USA looking to be aggressive, finding that lovely opening on the baseline and a nice finish with the right hand. Number 9, Palmer. Post catch, 3-point attempt, USA. Very nicely done. Palmer this time.
So number 9, Palmer, she's a very skilled player. She has an outside game. She has an inside game.
Last 10 seconds. Japan with the last possession for the first quarter. Left lane opens up and good finish.
All right, so this point guard here, she is pretty slept on right here. She has a nice game. She has a nice floater. She has a nice outside game where she's attacking the rim. She's a very stout point guard, so she's going to get people open. She's going to slash lanes and she's going to get three-point attempts.
USA also scoring 9 second chance.
Just as I said, there you go. So I'm going to close out right here. Again, that point guard for Japan, she's pretty good. And I don't know her name, so don't quote me on much of that. So let's see. All right, so the roster for the NBA for USA. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see if it's in coaching. Okay, it's not there. Play. It's not there. National team. 3-3 man, 5-5 man, Nike Hoop Summit. Yeah, the Nike Hoop Summit, that's interesting. So you got U17, U19. Yeah. All right, so we got Bam Adebayo. Um, Devin Booker, Stephen Curry, Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant, Anthony Edwards, Joel Embiid, Tyrese Halliburton, Drew Holiday, LeBron James, Jason Tatum, and Derek White. For the coaching staff, we got Steve Kerr, Tyronn Lue, Eric Spoelstra, and Mark Few. All right. These two right here, Anthony Edwards and Drew Holiday, they're going to be a matchup nightmare for whoever they play. Drew Holiday is a point guard. If he's at I would say if he's at 215, he's unstoppable. But now he's at 229. He's at 229. So they're going to have a hard matchup with him because he can shoot the outside three and he can get his man in the post. So they're going to have a hard matchup with him. LeBron James, obviously, he's been here before. So he knows what to look for as far as like guiding his teammates into the right direction to get open positions and scoring opportunities. He's going to be perfect for that. Derek White, he has a nice corner three. I haven't seen Tyrese play much, so I got to study his game a little bit more. But Drew Holiday and Anthony Edwards, you got to look out for them. Kevin Durant, this is what he specializes in. The FIBA basketball is perfect for him. He has a nice game on basketballs that size. So look at his game is tailored for USA. He's probably going to be the elite here. It's either going to be him or Bam Adebayo. But I'm looking at the person who's probably going to stand out the most in these games is probably going to be Devin Booker. Devin Booker here, he can shoot the outside three. He's a nightmare two guard who can get to the open lane. He can run transition. He can spot up. So he is going to really do his thing. So I'm looking at Devin Booker, Stephen Curry, Anthony Edwards, and Drew Holiday having an outstanding game. Not to mention Joel Embiid. He's in the post. So you don't want to see him out there getting hot. Because if he gets hot, it's going to be his season. But yeah, Anthony Davis and Joel Embiid, that's just unfair. That's an unfair matchup for people who is going to see them in the summit. It's just unfair for the Olympics. So yeah, I always say like if you get an opportunity to play basketball growing up, like, and you love the game, like you should always like go forth and do that. I never had much opportunity to play like in gyms and stuff like that. I always played on concrete because I didn't play varsity. I didn't play junior varsity. So I always played on concrete like after school, and I got better over time. Like I wasn't nothing but like 5'9". Then when I got 5'10", I couldn't really play as good as I did when I was 5'9". Because when I was 5'10", like I played like a small forward because my limbs were longer. But like when I was 5'9", like I was short, stout. Like I can, bring the basketball up court. I can pass it. I can dunk. I had a 40-inch vertical when I was like, 18, 19, 20, and 21. 22, 23. It went down a little bit, but I can still touch the rim. But I can remember just training to get my vertical up when I was after I finished like going to working at Comerica Park. I can remember like just training to get my vertical up, and like I could like grab the rebound over the guys when we were at the court, and like bring the basketball up down the court. Like I had a pretty good vertical, but now like I would say I'm out of shape now because like I haven't really played basketball in a while. But like I'll get back in shape eventually, in time. Main thing is just I want to take care of my responsibilities as far as like my housing situation and stuff like that. But like other than that, like I definitely want to have opportunity to play on hardwood because I never played on hardwood before. So, like, if you get an opportunity to play basketball, man, like, take advantage of it because it can open so many doors. As far as like traveling, getting to meet new people, getting to see how other people live, getting to see the resources that a school may offer for another person that you may not entirely been sure of. Um, like imagine having to play like imagine playing in Denver and like the opportunities there U19 and Nike Hoop Summit has to offer. Like it's a responsibility. Um, I can remember how Bam Adebayo, like how he said he grew up out there the Northeast. So like, where he's he from? I thought he was from Connecticut, but he's from North Carolina. So I can remember he grew up in a trailer. So like, that stood out to me, like how he grew up. Like when you grow up in like humbling situations, you take advantage of like every opportunity that you get, and you have a hunger and a drive to be better. So like he's a forward. He's not necessarily a power forward or a small forward, but he's a forward. Now he's playing center. So like his game is tailored for the Olympics. Because the basketball, like it doesn't weigh much, so like you can just fiddle it around and stuff like that. So like I see Devin Booker really standing out. Um, I think he's going to be like the MVP, Devin Booker. Um, so like, yeah, I mean, it's very important that we exercise. Like, I kind of got away with exercising a lot because I always ate food that wasn't tailored to like high cholesterol, like meat. So like if I want to go out in the backyard and run like very much mile, like I can run an hour without stopping. Like even at my disadvantage of being like a little bit overweight right now. Um, so I think I'm like 240 right now, 5'10". So yeah, and I'm going to slim down because I just started back taking my supplements. So like once I get in a regimen where I'm moving my limbs more, not just sitting and watching, just trying to stay away from the heat. Um, yeah, like sky's the limit. But that's something that I also want to do. Like it's like coaching. Like that'll be pretty good. Like if I don't join AmeriCorps next year, like something I want to do or try to get into is like coaching. Because like it's an opportunity that affords a lot. Like again, you never know like what opportunities are available to like athletes. If you're not one yourself, that's why I always say like if you have a son or a daughter, put them into basketball or like baseball, preferably basketball. Like if they have a frame where they can play point guard, because most of us average out to be like 5'11", 5'10". So if, like they can play point guard, they got a good handle with the basketball. Like teach them early. Like show them how to do this because like it's very important that we keep our sports to us, to ourselves, and we further them along. Cause like if I had the opportunity to play point guard for a college like UCLA, like Drew Holiday did, like imagine being an alma mater there, like being alumni. Like that'd be perfect. You see what I mean? So um like yeah, just love basketball, I have a passion for it, like just love it. Like you have a son that he can play, you have a daughter she can play, like push them along. Get them the right skills, make sure they work on their vertical. Um, make sure that they get a connection with other players. Cause like that's the best thing ever. Like when you get to play against players who are better than you and you get to feel out and see how they are so good and stuff like that. Like the best part of my game is my 3-point shot. Like I always used to tailor my shot to like Ray Allen, Um, I always try to get in the lanes and pass the basketball like Rajon Rondo. I never want to play like Derrick Rose because I feel like he was unique in his own sense. Because like the way he played was like he was a physical specimen. Like the way he played, um, he can only play that way. Like it was very hard to play his type of style of play. Like growing up in Chicago, when you play basketball on a hard top and stuff like that on concrete, um, you really had to know what you were doing because like they play physical there, but at the same time, like you weren't going to get on the court if you weren't good at all. Like I was like 5'7", 5'6", a little bit overweight, chubby. So they never picked me up. But then as I got older, like around 2011, 2012, I was better than all of them by then. Like right now, I'm better than them all right now. Like all the people who played on varsity and junior varsity, like I'm better than them now. It's just funny to me because it's like I could not get on the team. Like I just was not good enough. But then like as I got older and I moved to Detroit, like I can see in my game like how I just got better than everybody. You know what I mean? Like 2012, 2010, those were the best years for basketball for me. Cause like I was in shape. Um, I was at work pulling kegs. So I get off work and I might have a day off. I'll go to the court. Cause I worked in commissary. So you have to pull kegs and, bring them to the concession stands and stuff like that. But like, yeah, lose a few pounds. Yeah. Yeah, and once my schedule get right, though, I'm definitely going to love basketball again. Um, I love the Olympics more so than I love the regular schedule of the NBA. My favorite team is the Chicago Bulls. I'm excited for the Chicago Bulls because they're trying to fill their way out. They're trading players around, trying to see who will fit with their roster going forward. They don't necessarily have a franchise player who they can build around right now. But once talent comes along and they're in the lottery, maybe they can pick them up. I felt like they should have brought back Derrick Rose, actually. They would have brought back Derrick Rose. It would have been great for the city. And it would have been great for everyone. But getting a franchise player is very hard. Like all of these players on here are franchise players. Maybe an all-star in the making, Tyrese Halliburton and Derek White. But at the exception of everyone else, like everyone on here is like franchise players. Like players you can build around who have a niche. So, yep. And Greg Popovich, he's still the best coach. He has Wemby now, and he has Harrison Barnes. So I'm interested to see how they play the Spurs. I'm interested to see how they even out. Main thing is like basketball offers a chance to meet new people. Cardio, obviously, and skill level, like how high can you jump? How balanced is your shot? What is the mechanics of your shot? What are the attributes that you offer to basketball? Like, do you pass first? Are you someone who likes to play defense, who likes to block shots and get steals? Are you someone who is vocal? Like me, I wasn't vocal on the court. My thing was it's like when I got around players that I can play with and we didn't have nothing to do all day but play basketball. Well, nothing was in the fridge. No one was thinking about, okay, I'm going to try this food or try that food. Nah, we was out there playing basketball. Like, it was nothing to do but, like, just be quiet on the court and just pass the basketball. See who can get the open shot. And I played with a forward growing up around 2010, 2011. So we always went to the court together. So, like, the thing that I would do is just pass the basketball to him. and like see if he'll hit it, and he'll hit it most of the time. So like they'll call me Chris Bosh or Rondo because my neck was long. So they'll like, that's Chris Bosh or that's Rondo. But like, yeah, like I knew I was gonna be like a tweener, because when they started calling me Iguodala, Andre Iguodala, like I knew I wasn't gonna be a point guard. But like, I'm glad being a tweener, because like point guards they get a bad rap. Um, I know Stephen Curry doesn't like being called a point guard, but he's good at his job. Um, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and close out. The player right here for the point guard, her right here, she's pretty good. I'm interested to see how Lunar does at Eastern Wyoming College. I think her name is Luna Marino. I'm interested in seeing how she does. Because again, she has potential to play in the WNBA. Although she's a little bit undersized, she has the mechanics for basketball to, make it a career. So I'm always looking for the underdog. Yeah, let's see how everyone does. The NBA draft for the men, I'm not excited about it going forward. I think the last couple decades, we've had pretty good drafts like Renardo Sidney, Brandon Knight, Harrison Barnes, OJ Mayo, Jared Bayless, Derrick Rose. We've had pretty deep drafts, but here lately, they haven't been that deep. They haven't been that good. The game has kind of influenced the way it's been wrapping up, as far as like players getting more involved and seeing how they can be the next draft pick. It's become sensationalized in a sense. Like it's become bored. Like I haven't been interested in watching NBA drafts. I haven't been interested in watching to see who the Bulls trade for. Like I haven't been keeping up with them. If the Bulls were more exciting, I'd probably be more enthused to play basketball. But safety first. I say in these times you definitely want to play on hardwood. You don't want to play on concrete, because the things that we talk about, the SDGs, the sustainable development goals and stuff like that. You need to be very careful about the type of neighborhoods you play in, because you just never know what day it is that you'll meet your fate. Like it used to be safe to play on concrete, but like now, like it's not that safe. You need to be very careful about who you are around and who sees you. That's why when I go places, I always make sure that I'm not being seen. I always make sure that people don't know me. I always make sure that I don't say much. And the type of environment that you're in, like luckily for me, like living in Detroit, like you can just go to a place and no one will really recognize you because like downtown is like not that far, and then you have what they call the hood, or like the poverty stricken areas. Just about no one really lives in them, because like since the recession happened and the bankruptcy, people were moved out of their homes, and like I've seen like Detroit become a place where like people had homes till like the houses that people own, like no one owned them. They just became vacant, and like no one knows what happened to the family that were living in them. So sky's the limit for the next generations who are coming up, who have a love and passion for basketball, who's not out there getting into mess with other people where they are countering the chances of losing their life because of the way they're being raised or the environment that they're in. I would say get more involved in your community. Contact your reps, contact your senators, contact your wards, your city councils, your boroughs. For those out there in New Jersey, New York, contact the Interpol, contact the United Nations. Try to get information that others do not have yet and share it with them. because we have to become a network if we're living on this earth. That's one thing that I learned from working with the National Block Club University Association under Cyron Smith. One thing I learned from him is that you have to become a network in everything that you do. You have to have presidents, you have to have secretaries, you have to have treasurers. So that's one thing that I learned. So yeah, I'm going to close out, and hopefully I can come back with more info or like more content. All right, so yeah, I didn't see this. So let's just kind of scroll through it. All right. So of course, USA will be in the league. I wish like all these games were like televised and like you can easily see them. And I'm surprised that Russell Westbrook wasn't on Team USA. But like I wish these games were like televised locally where you can see them. But like it's always good to support people who have the knowledge and like how to upload these videos and how to stream them. It's always important like to support their channels. I find myself pressing the like button a lot. We always need to support up and coming streamers and streamers that's been around for a long time. All right. But yeah, LeBron, he's going out with a bang. I'm excited he have his son who's going to join him on the Lakers. So that's going to be a doozy. I'm looking forward to that. But I won't watch many Laker games. I never watched LeBron growing up. I always paid attention to like Derrick Rose and like Rajon Rondo. I never paid attention to like D Wade. But yeah, players, they have an association, man. They support each other. They have a network. It never gets old. Like you support what you know. Yeah, I want to get back to like 170, 180. Just start playing basketball again. Like if I'm 180, I'm going in the paint hard. So like today, I'm going to do a little bit of gardening. So like hopefully I have time to go in the backyard and run around a little bit. I don't want to mess up my mother's grass. So, and my yard is kind of like, it's not as wide as hers. So like I don't like I wouldn't run in circles in mine. That's what I like doing, like running in circles. Kind of cliche as that sounds. All right. Yep. So Devin Booker, he's probably going to be the MVP. Anthony Edwards said he wants to be the go-to guy. So I'm looking at it's up to them two, really. I don't think Anthony Davis is going to be involved in the offense as much. I'm looking at Anthony Edwards and Devin Booker. Like Anthony Edwards, he had a hell of a run this playoffs. So without question, he's going to make himself known to the world. Like at this point, I think he's kind of better than Kobe. At this point, but like Kobe, he was pretty good at getting call attempts. Like he had the refs, he had the world on his side. Like for a long time, like he was skilled, but he wasn't as skilled as Anthony Edwards. Like his game and his patterns. Rest in peace, Kobe. He would have been a good ambassador for the game if he was still alive. Because now we just have LeBron. So we looking for the next players to come along, and like the drafts, they just aren't that good anymore. Yep. So LeBron, he's very likable, good person, good man. He has a family. So LeBron is like he's a talent, man. So like you can see he don't have much air up under his feet anymore. So like he's gonna retire soon. Um, I'm surprised he's still in love with the game. Like he's very mechanical. Like he doesn't care about winning as much as he do is like leaving a legacy for his mechanics. Like he's trying to learn people. He's trying to learn players. He's trying to get a bigger network. Like he's not involved in like how many more rings and championships can I get. I mean, because there's even some Red Moon involved with that as well. So we don't know. Like, hey, all right, all right. So yeah, let's close out. Brian with the bucket. You all have a good one.